The great Jewish scholar Rashid de Troy makes the astonishingly frank statement that the Genesis narrative, going back to the creation of the world, was written to justify what we might now call genocide. The God of Israel, who gave his people the promised land, had to be unequivocally supreme, so that neither the dispossessed Canaanites nor anyone else could ever appeal against his decrees. Rashi's precise words were that God told us the creation story and included it in the Torah, to tell his people that they can answer those who claim that the Jews stole the land from its original inhabitants. The reply should be, God made it and gave it to them, but then took it and gave it to us. As he made it and it's his, he can give it to whoever he chooses. The fact is, the Jews are still saying this, with the support of many Christian fundamentalists, whose beliefs are being pandered to by George Bush and his Christian cronies for their own imperialist and economic motives. This leads us to another interesting point. The establishing of one God over and above and any and all other gods is an act of violence, no matter how you look at it. In The Curse of Cain, Regina Schwartz writes about the relationship between monotheism and violence, posting that monotheism itself is the root of violence. Collective identity, which is a result of a covenant of monotheism, is explicitly narrated in the Bible as an invention, a radical break with nature. A transcendent deity breaks into history with the demand that the people he constitutes obey the law he institutes. And first and foremost among those laws is, of course, that they pledge allegiance to him and him alone, and that this is what makes them a unified people, as opposed to the other. As in all other people, which leads to violence, in the Old Testament, vast numbers of other people are obliterated, while in the New Testament vast numbers are colonized and converted for the sake of such covenants.